So, what is up guys, I am BlackOpsAmazing, welcome back to another zombies video, and today we are going to be taking a look at a cipher that has finally been solved within Der Eisendrache. As we know, in Black Ops 3 Zombies, not only that game but also BO2, BO1 and maybe even World at War, there are ciphers or Easter eggs that have still yet to be discovered or solved. I believe there was a couple in Der Eisendrache left. There are also a few in Shadows of Evil and Garrod Karovi, but there are loads left to solve in Revelations. So there are still plenty of unsolved ciphers in Black Ops 3 Zombies. If you've been keeping up to date, the old ADFGX cipher was solved just a few weeks ago on Mob of the Dead. This one was probably one of the harder Easter eggs that we've ever had in Zombies. It's taken almost 6 years to solve, but we figured that the ADFGX cipher, once translated, it said, "Urgent, the giant is in France." So yes, it's not too exciting now, but imagine if we discovered this and solved it when Mob of the Dead was new and before Origins was released. Obviously it was a hint towards Origins, telling us that the giant robots are in France. We wouldn't have known that at the time, and so this would have been a very exciting cipher, but as of right now, we pretty much know this information. So yeah, we're still hopeful that we've solved it, but it wasn't too interesting. And now, like I just said, another cipher has finally been solved. I think it's been like 2.5, maybe 3 years since we've had Der Eisendrache. But the cipher that has been solved is the Clock Tower one. It is this up on screen now, and when translated, it reads, "After sending him on countless suicide missions, he refuses to die. He is in your hands now, don't fail us." So that is the Clock Tower cipher solved. Now obviously the next map after Der Eisendrache was Zetsubo-no-Shima, so this cipher is a reference or a hint to that. Again, as of now, since it's been 3 years since the cipher came out, it's not really too exciting. Just like the Mob of the Dead one, we already know what this means, but again, imagine us solving it when Der Eisendrache was new. We'd have no idea what this meant, and it would be pretty exciting. But obviously, it's talking about Takeo. I believe this is a message from the Emperor. We know that he sent Takeo on many missions in which he should have died. Any normal person that went on these missions that Takeo went on would have been killed, but as we know, he's a soldier. He refuses to die. Takeo never dies. He lives for the Emperor, and at that time would do anything for him. And so this cipher's telling us, after the Emperor sent Takeo on countless suicide missions, he refuses to die, and so he says, "He is in your hands now, don't fail us." And I believe that part relates to Division 9, because we know after Takeo refused to die, the only plan that the Emperor had left was to send him on a mission to Division 9, where Takeo was betrayed by the Emperor. Division 9 captured him and used him as their test subject. Hence why we saw him locked in the basements on Zetsubo-no-Shima, and he was turned into a giant thrasher. So that is the Clock Tower cipher solved in Der Eisen. After sending him on countless suicide missions, he refuses to die. He is in your hands now, don't fail us. As I've said, as of right now, I don't believe a lot of the ciphers in the giant Shadows of Evil, Der Eisen, Zetsubo and Garrod are going to be too exciting. If we ever solve any of the other ones in those maps, I don't have too much high expectations, just because we know what already happened now. If we solved them at the right time, they would have been cool. However, I do believe if we solve any of the ones in Revelations, those are the ones I'd love these people who solve the ciphers to focus on. By the way, this one was solved by Rich Killer. I will link it down in the description. But as we know, Revelations has a ton of unsolved ciphers, and the couple that we have solved so far involves new and interesting information that we know nothing about. One of them is a thank you message from Treyarch. The other one is about Maxis and Sophia sacrificing themselves to save the world, and the other one is about a alternate ending to Revelations, where Dempsey is hiding from Monty and it seems like he's dying. So just out of the 3 that we've solved already, they're super interesting. I believe if we solve any of the other ones in Revelations, they're going to give us new information, maybe other alternate endings that we don't know about to Rev. But that doesn't mean I don't want any of the others solved. If you want to check out exactly how this was solved, I'm not very good on ciphers at all, but you can check it out for yourself. Again, I'll link the link down in the description. Let me know your thoughts about this down in the comment section below. That is yet another cipher solved in Zombies. There's still tens, in fact way more of them to solve, so drop a like rating if you have enjoyed. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest videos on the channel. Let me know your thoughts down below, and of course we'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye.